Hello, I'm Jodi Ginsberg of Ginsberg Law Offices. Today I want to talk to you about situations that occur all the time. You get hurt at work, you go to the doctor that the employer-insurer sends you to, or you pick off a panel. The doctor gives you certain work restrictions, hopefully if you need them, and then you take those restrictions back to your job, and your boss tells you, we don't have a job for you in those restrictions. If you want to keep your job, you're going to have to do X, Y, and Z, which are way above the restrictions that you're given, or they're just not within the restrictions that the doctor gave you, and you do not know what to do. And so you find yourself in a very difficult position. You've hurt yourself. Physically, you may not be able to do anything more than the doctor has indicated, and yet your boss is telling you that you better do it or you're going to lose your job. And it's a really difficult thing to do. First, I will tell you that if you're my client, I'm always going to talk to you before you go to the doctor and tell you what it is that you need to get from the doctor. I'm also going to talk to you right after your appointment, because you're going to call me and I'm going to discuss with you what those restrictions look like on paper. And then if you're my client and you get to your job and you have to call me to say, hey Jodi, boss is not abiding by these restrictions, what should I do? I'm going to give you direction right at that point in time on how to handle the situation. You never want to work beyond your restrictions, because obviously you're going to hurt yourself more. In addition, folks who have worked beyond their restrictions sometimes have it come back to haunt them, because there are some laws out there that talk about the fact that if you're given restrictions and you don't follow them, then you can be held responsible, and the employer-insurer can say, hey, not our problem. This person or that person went ahead and worked beyond their restrictions, and now they've hurt themselves worse, or they've had more issues on the job and they didn't follow along the restrictions. And I know it sounds crazy because you're saying, but the boss didn't allow me to do that. There are ways that you can certainly get the information that you're going to need, most likely in writing. So if the boss tells you you can't work unless you follow the restriction, you're going to say, excuse me, but I can't do this. Can I leave for the day? And then you're going to have to get something in writing where you're going to say to the boss, you'll take a text picture of your restrictions, send it to them again, and say something to the effect of, hey, do you have a job within these restrictions? And try to get them to answer you in writing. Again, if you're my client, I'm always going to want to see those things in writing so that we can utilize it as evidence to either get you the job that you need within restrictions, or if they don't have it, to get weekly workers' compensation benefits started. So those are very, very important things. Not to mention getting you back to the doctor, getting more restrictions if necessary. There is a definite process that has to take place. It puts the injured worker in a very bad position. If you need our help and you want to discuss these issues with us further, please don't hesitate to call me. I'm happy to help you through your case. I'm at 770-351-0801. Thank you. Hi, this is Jodi, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to know more about all rights and benefits available to you under the Georgia Workers' Injury Laws, I'd like to invite you to download my Georgia Workers' Compensation Survival Kit that I created for folks just like you. Some of the topics I cover include, can I get fired for filing a work injury claim? 8 critical mistakes to avoid. Is it true that the insurance company will hire a private investigator to follow me around and videotape my activities? What happens when the insurance company is late with my weekly wage payments? 7 specific tactics I recommend to maximize your case settlement value. If you or a loved one needs to maximize your recovery from your Georgia Workers' Compensation claim, you'll find this survival kit important reading. Download your survival kit right now and at no cost. Just visit my website and sign up. It's that easy. Please act now, and as always, I wish you the best.